Guys, welcome back to the channel. Hope all is well with you guys. So we're gonna try out a foundation from Lady Gaga from her brand. I also got a sample from that. So the shade that I got for the House of Labs, I got the shade 470. This is the closest shade to my complexion, and this is it here. So I remember when Lady Gaga had came out with her products, it was only available on the Amazon website, okay? So now it's available at Sephora. So if you guys want to pick up anything from her brand, it's available there. We are going to try out the House Lab by Lady Gaga, which is a Tree Clone Skin Tech medium coverage foundation. I like the shade range, don't get me wrong, but when I went to the store and looked at the shades, it's a lot of darker undertones. Hopefully 470 works for my skin tone. So this is a medium coverage, which is fine for me. It's also a natural finish, liquid formula, weightless. It reduces redness and protects from environmental stress. Okay, so the shade I got is 470, which is a medium deep cool undertone. Also has a golden undertone to it. In that picture, she looks a little darker than me, so I don't know if this is gonna work. I haven't seen any reviews on this foundation yet. When I try out the shades, most of them are a little bit on the dark side. I'm not sure if this is gonna work for me, but I really want to try out Lady Gaga stuff, and I really do like Lady Gaga as an artist. Now for this step, as always, we are not gonna use any primer. I'm just gonna use bare skin. I don't have anything on my face. I don't like using my fingers when I get samples, so I asked for one of the spoolies, so I'm just gonna take a little bit and put here. So this is supposed to be golden undertone, which is also a cool undertone. I think it looks okay from, just by putting it on, it looks okay. Hopefully, the medium coverage works really good. I don't know what I want to use for this step, but I think I'm going to go with a brush. This is from Beige Cosmetics, so I'm just going to go in and I'm just going to pat that in. So hopefully this don't oxidize. And it really don't have any smell. Pretty good. Okay, so this looks a little dark. Yeah, it looks a little dark, more on the red undertone. But it says online it's golden. This looks really good. Even though it looks a little bit on the red side, it looks pretty good. So I'm going to do one side first, and then we're going to do the other side. So let me know in the comments below if you guys gonna try any of Lady Gaga products. If you guys really want to try anything, I would say get a sample first. Go to the store and check out the shade range. Because I feel like, in my own opinion, just by looking at the shades, I feel like they're a little bit on the dark side. I'm gonna try my best to see if I could work with it. But so far, this looks really good. It covers a lot, okay? I honestly do not like the shade. I would say this is for more of a summer color, or summer shade, sorry. I usually go for golden and neutral, but I feel like these days, it's just, most of the companies, I don't like the foundations they're coming up with. It's just not my thing. But I really like Lady Gaga. I love her music. I remember when she came out with a few products and it was on Amazon. I really did not like that collection. So I was like, hopefully she improved. I think she did really good with the foundation. It says a medium coverage, but for now I'm getting a full. It feels really comfortable on the skin. I think the foundation itself is a little on the thick side. It's not that runny. So you really don't need a lot, because I'm only using a spoolie to apply it, so you guys could see that you really don't need a lot. And I don't even think I really don't think she has concealer. I only see the foundation. And she has other things on the website. I think she has like a lip gloss or something, or a lip lacquer or something like that. I really like foundation, so that's what I've always tend to buy or try out for you guys. Okay, so you see that you really don't need a lot. So this foundation is on the thick side. So I'm gonna put a little bit more. So I'm happy that I got a sample. I'm gonna try to see if I could get the other shade. I'm gonna go to the store and figure it out. Because when I try this out at the store, it looks really good. If you guys don't know, Sephora and the lights, they're very deceiving. So it's best to get the sample and go outside and try it out, or do it somewhere where there's not artificial lights. It's definitely a natural finish. It's very hydrated. I was not expecting this to be that hydrated. Really like the way that it looks. And I'm getting a full coverage for now. Well, in some areas I'm getting full coverage, and in the other I get a medium coverage. I know when the foundation observed in my skin, my mole will show, because you could see right there. So I'm getting a medium coverage on my chin. Only on my chin. Over here is pretty good. I'm getting like a medium coverage on my little spots, but everywhere else I'm getting a full coverage. Like, this is pretty good. Okay, so this is what it looks like. I didn't bring it down too much, just bring it down halfway on my neck, and maybe I should bring it down a little bit more so you could see if it could cover my little red spots on my neck. Okay, it really don't look bad. I really do like this. Well, it feels really good, right? I love the way it looks on my skin. Very glowy. I'm not sure yet for oily skin. I'm gonna let you guys know at the end of the video if I think this is good for you guys. And I tend to use foundation alone on the skin these days. I just like the way how it looks. I don't like too much things on my skin if you are new here. And this is what we do on this channel. We don't put any primer or anything. We just use the foundation on its own to see how it works. So far, I'm liking it. It looks pretty good, as you guys could see here. I'm not gonna use too much on my skin. I'm just gonna go in with a little concealer. In the last video, I didn't use concealer because, girl, I forgot. But this time around, I'm gonna put a little bit of concealer there. This concealer here is from Beauty Bakery, and this is an Insta Bake 3-in-1 concealer. I really think this concealer dry out on me. Can't really get anything out of it. I'm gonna use my sponge here. Blend that out. Now, I'm not going to put any powder on top of this foundation as always. I'm just gonna put a little blush. And let me know in the comments below if you guys like the steps that I've been doing when I review foundations. For me, I like to use the steps because I want to see how it works for my skin, right? So we're going to go in with Anastasia bronzer. I'm just going to bronze a little bit. I haven't used this in a while. Oh my gosh. You really don't need a lot. I don't even think I should be bronzing, but I feel like my face is a little flat. This is a lot. Okay. Because the foundation is already dark and I want my face to look, you know, extra dark. Okay, so we're going to go with a little bit of blush here. I think this blush is from one of those e.l.f. collection. And I'm not going to set anything. I still want the glow to pop on my face. I don't want to take it out too much. Put a little bit on the nose. Okay, so we had this on our face for like an hour. So I didn't even set under the eyes because I got an important call and I just forget what I was doing. And I want you guys to see exactly what I'm doing on camera. So I'm going to take this setting powder from e.l.f. and I'm going to set under the eyes here. Normally, I don't use a sponge, but today we're going to use a sponge. So I had this on the face for like an hour now. I think it oxidized a little bit. It looks really good. I really like the way it looks. I'm going to keep it simple as always. So I'm going to take the same blush that I use on my cheekbones. I'm going to use that on my eyes. This is from Pacifica. This is one of their mascaras that I really like using. I will list everything down below. Now, I'm not sure for the blush because e.l.f. discontinued some of the blushes over the years. But I'm sure you could get this blush maybe on Amazon or eBay. So I'm going to go in with this Lip Plumping Gloss. This is one of my favorite from e.l.f. You guys know I love me some e.l.f. So I'll put that down below for you guys. I just love this color. Very, very pretty. And I wear this lip gloss every time. I need to get like 2 more just in case I run out. Okay, so this is how everything looks. Really love this foundation. So I said in the beginning I would give this a wear test. I don't think I need to do this because I went off camera for like an hour because I had to handle some business, and you know, just looking at it, I am loving this foundation. Okay, so this is how it looks after a few hours. I would say this is a medium coverage foundation. In the beginning, you get like a full coverage when you know, blending it on the skin. But after it settled into the skin, you do get a medium coverage, because I can still see my moles in the bottom of my chin. They're poking out. So that tells me like it kind of like, you know, oxidized a little bit, and it settled into the skin, right? It did oxidize a little bit, but not too much, but I still do not like the shade. So let's talk about hydration. You get it, girl, okay? I don't have any powder on the face, and I recommend, if you guys want to try out products like foundation, this is the best way to see if it's going to work for you. I prefer to do it like this, and I always say it in my other videos, I prefer to do it like this because not every time I like to put powder on my face when I have a foundation on. I just prefer to have the foundation on its own, right? So you see how the hydration looks like. Honestly, if I could get my shade, the right shade, I would buy this foundation. I really like it. I have sensitive skin, and I have patchy skin sometimes. My skin is terrible, and this holds up really good on my skin. Now, if you want to try it out and you have sensitive skin or oily skin, dry skin, you have to try it out on your own to see how it works for your skin. For my skin, I don't have any problem. I don't know if I want to put the powder on this side and you guys see the difference. Powder that I have is from Fenty, and like you guys know, this is my holy grail, and I actually hit pan a few months ago. So maybe we should try out the powder on this side first. But before I put it on, I love this. I love the glow. I love the way it looks on its own. But some of you guys probably want to see how it looks with the powder. I'm going to start in the bottom and work my way up. I'm just going to press it into the skin so we could see both sides. I actually love the glow better. I just like the way it looks better than putting the product on top of it. And I'm also going to bring it down here so you guys can see. Honestly, if it's a little bit too red, I prefer to put the powder on top. It kind of diffuse what is going on. If I get my right shade, I won't have to do this. But if it's a little dark, you just put a little powder on top. This is how it looks with the powder, okay? It really don't look bad, but it did take off a little bit of the shine. So this is with the powder. Oh, sorry. This is with the powder. And this is without the powder. So let me know in the comments below which one you prefer. I just prefer the glow because I have dry skin. I really don't mind. But if you want to wear this and you have oily skin and you have a matte powder, this is how it's going to look. I don't mind a matte face, but I don't know. I just like glowy skin. So since I did one side, I would have to do to the other side. And if you want a full face, the powder will do, because Fenty is one of my favorite powder of all time. Like, girl, like if you never use Fenty products, you're slipping on the rock, girl. You're missing out, okay? If anything that you want to get from the Fenty brand, just get the powder. The powder is really good and it's full coverage. So if you like full coverage but the House of Lab foundation is medium, you could get the full coverage from the powder, if that makes sense. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think about this product. Have you guys tried out House of Labs? And if you guys want to try it out, it's available at Sephora. And you also get a sample, girl. So get the sample, try it out, and let me know what you guys think. And if this is your first time here, my name is Shannon. Thank you so much for clicking on the video. And before you leave, subscribe to the channel. And to my OGs, thank you guys so much for returning. So see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.